Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Tuesday, February 16th, 2010. Hope you all are having a great day. Let me clear my throat for a second. But yeah, hope you all are having a great day, nice weekend, and all that sort of stuff. And hopefully your trading's been going well. First, just want to start off by saying if this is your first time watching this video, you're going to want to click on the link right above it that says if this is your first time visiting this blog, read this first. If you click that link, it's going to give you the rules to the system, the Cowabunga system. You're going to want to read that, learn it, kind of digest it a little bit and get familiar with it. And then once you feel pretty familiar, then come back and watch these videos, and it's going to make a lot more sense. Because otherwise, if you're just watching this out of the blue with no background on the system, you're going to get confused, and it's really not going to do you any good. Alright, so that's just my little disclaimer, but for all of you who are here all the time and regulars, I just want to welcome you back. Thank you for sticking with it, and hopefully these videos are helping you out. First things I want to do is just go over some of the comments that were left, because I feel they're really good comments, and it's faster for me to just talk about it instead of type it out. So I'm going to go through these rather quickly. I've pre-read them and kind of just paraphrase them so to save time. The first one is from Feppy. Wants to know if I trade on Monday and Friday, because I don't normally post updates on those days. And really, it's not because I don't trade, it's just because it does take time to make the entries and stuff like that. There is no rule about trading on Monday and Friday. Those are perfectly normal days too. However, just keep in mind that the most active days of trading are Tuesday through Thursday. That just will play into whether your trading personality, whether or not you want to even trade on Monday or Friday. You can. There is no rule against it. But again, just that piece of information where if you know that the market's very active on Tuesday through Thursday, then that's the optimal time to trade. But Monday and Friday you can trade. The only reason I don't post an update is just because I do other things as well. So, but again, so that was a good question. The second part's kind of talking about the same thing. Oh, just wants to know what software I'm using to record. I'm using Camtasia, I believe. Yep, Camtasia Studio, which is pretty good. It's pretty awesome. Really easy to use, especially for someone who's not so technically savvy, such as myself. So if you're a tech illiterate, then this is probably good for you as well as just like for me. And I know there's another suggestion from the second post wanting to know if I don't post, if somebody else can do it. That would be a great idea, and I'd love to do it. It takes some kind of training though to put, not as far as the system, but just the technical part of it and actually posting it and uploading it and stuff like that. So it's kind of difficult to do it. However, with that said, I will actually try to start trading or actually posting more on Monday and Fridays, because I know it can be kind of a long gap between Thursday and Tuesday. You got 5 days in between there. So I'm not offended at all that she suggested that, Adefta. That's really great, and I do feel it will help traders all the more when there's consistent posts every single day. And like I said, I can't guarantee that I'll have them every day, but I will try to post more on Mondays and or Fridays, just to give you more consistency there. Feppy again just wants to give compliments to the site and really appreciate it. Harma wants to know about if this can be used for swing trading. It really can't, but don't take my word as stone. I just say it can't because the system has only been tested for these time frames. Theoretically you could use the same principles and just increase your time frame, but the thing is I've never tested it. So try it, apply these rules, but just change your time frame to whatever suits you best. But again, I encourage you to really demo trade it and forward and back test it as much as you can before even thinking about going live on it. Okay, great question. Pipple Million wants to know about the software he downloaded from the forum. He's getting confused about it. I wish I could help you on there. I don't have anything to do with the software. I just know other people have developed it and use it, and it can help them. Your best place to get an answer though is to post a question in that particular thread, because those are the people that actually use it and actually have contributed to it, and they're a great bunch of people, and we just have an awesome community. So go ahead and check that out. over there. And then finally, Media, I believe is how you say it, wants to know that on Meet Pips I have a page there, and it has my stats. And if you go to overall trading stats, it has like, over 2,000 pips, etc. But if you click on the Cowabunga system, it only has plus 39. The reason it says this is because that feature wasn't available at the start of Meet Pips. I've been with Meet Pips since it started in the beginning, and back then you couldn't write a trading system down or a trading plan. Therefore, all my trades before that feature was up, it just counts as an overall thing. It was still the Cowabunga system. I've only traded the Cowabunga system on there. So go by the overall stats, because that all those trades are all Cowabunga stats. The other one is just since that feature was added where you could actually write a system and all its rules and then categorize your trades by whatever system you're using. So that's what that number is showing. But the overall stats are from all of Cowabunga since I started trading it on with Meet Pips and that sort of thing. So great questions. Again, hope that helps you. And since we're here, just to save some time, I'm going to go to the Tools tab and look at the news events for the day. Remember, we're just looking for news that affects the sterling and the dollar. Today we had news at 4:30 for the UK, 8:30 for the US, and 9 a.m. for the US as well. So I'm just jotting those down on a notepad and keeping them handy. So 4:30, 8:30, and 9, those are the news events I want to watch out for. Alright, so now I have my 15-minute and my 4-hour chart open. I'm going to open up my 4-hour chart so you can see what it looked like. Again, we've seen a lot of range-bound movement, but our most recent trend change candle was back on the 11th, and this was for an uptrend. And since then, we haven't had any new trend change candles, even though the market's been sideways. So at the start of the day, we're only looking for long trades. And if I move my chart forward, you can see that there were no new trend change candles. Therefore, our trend was still up, and we're still only looking for long trades the entire day. Okay, so only long trades today, and it's pretty simple when there's not that much no trend change candles going on in the middle of our session. So here I am on my 15-minute chart, about to start my day. I've already looked at my news. I know 4:30, 8:30, and 9 a.m. Eastern Time I'm going to be out of the markets. And so now I'm going to move my chart forward one candle at a time to simulate a trading day and give you my thought process along the way. And again, I'm looking for long trades only. So right now you can see that the moving averages are actually trending up. So I'm not going to have any kind of entry unless I see a retracement first. And by retracement, I mean I have to see a crossover to the downside first. And here we get it right here by this purple candle. Because now once we've seen this retracement, now there's a possibility we could see a crossover to the upside and a possible re-entry into that long trend. So still watching it. I'm still trying to see if anything's going on. Obviously nothing is. Again, I'm looking for a crossover to the upside. Okay, there's 8:45, 9, so there's our last news candle for the day. And I'm just going through it pretty quickly because, as you can see, there's nothing going on here. We don't have any crossovers to the upside. So I'm still watching, and here, if I zoom it up, it's kind of hard to tell because it's a doji, but moving averages do cross over here. They cross over to the upside. RSI's above 50, stochastics are trending up. MACD's gone from negative to positive. This is a valid entry. No news along the way. If my trade goes past noon, I'll use my discretion to exit. I'm going to enter at the close of the candle, as close to it as possible. This is at 56.74. Stops at the most recent swing low at 56.26. And our target's at the nearest 0.50 level. In this case, it's 5,700. Gives us about 26 pips of potential profit. And now I can just move my trade forward. And you can see that right here at 11.15 our target was hit. Price closed right around it, so not really a clean break there, so you just want to exit as close to it as possible. In this case, since it closed right at 56.99, right at 5,700, I just went ahead and exited. So took my final profit there, and I'm pretty sure that will be the last trade for the day since it is so late. And you can see that the market just continues to move up. So fortunately we missed out on more of those pips there, but again, a win is a win. And I'm always happy about getting pips into my account. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, I know I went through it kind of fast. Don't hesitate to ask it in the blog. I'll try to answer them as best as I can, or post it in the forums, or even rewatch these videos. That's what they're here for. So that's it. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all on the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.